April 12th, 1942. They say to never fight for too long the same enemy, or he will learn your art of war. And having witnessed the Germans organizing their mobile units into ad hoc formations, the STAVKA by now has had enough time to study their organizations and tactics. And even though they were created earlier this month, the Soviet High Command decided this week to unveil its newest and latest creation. Gentlemen, welcome to the Eastern Front, the Soviet Tank Corps. Howdy folks, welcome back to the channel and welcome to a new weekly episode of War in the East 2. We are now in the full spring Rasputitsa, the mud season that arrives after the winter. And if we have a look now at the weather forecast, okay, this week it's still like heavy rain and some clear weather already. I was not expecting that, to be honest. I was expecting more of a gradient of heavy rain, and then clear weather. Especially here in the south, where let's say all of my eyes are now focused on. While next week the clear weather should arrive on Crimea, so maybe next week we will have some light mud in Crimea as well. But still, let's say the overall situation is okay. Over here it's raining cats and dogs, so it makes no sense for either side to go on the offensive. Here I can clearly see which hexes do not have the heavy mud now, and these are the ones in which I have an attacking combat value that is bigger than 1, or in this case bigger than 2. But still I'm not planning any offensive operation in this sector because it makes simply no sense. Interestingly, my opponent is now, so somehow he is holding a bridgehead over here, and he is now only leaving 1 infantry division in these 2 exposed hexes. So this kind of, it's okay, makes sense because there is now a river over here, but this one I don't really get it. I don't know. Anyway, so what I was also looking at is the situation in Crimea. Now, the 37th will be gone in 4 weeks. However, I would like to keep it here for as long as possible because it has like 100% CPPs, and I would like to push over here at least so to try to severe the Dzhankoi depot and airbase and prevent my opponent from moving freight along the Ishun Dzhankoi Sarabut Simferopol railway line. Then what I was looking already in the commander's report is are the mountaineer or the mountain rifle divisions, because the ones on the map are these 4, and I was looking already at the map before, and like 1 is here, 1 is around, exactly this one is here, and the other one is in the sector of the 4th Army. So this week what I planned to do is to relocate the mountaineers in the Crimean front to then start pushing into the mountains and towards Yalta. And the idea is to first of all severe the Dzhankoi railway and airbase, and then march against Yevpatoria, Sevastopol and Yalta. So of course I need the mountaineers to push in the mountains, and of course they are much more suited in Crimea than over here. And what else? I got some nice juicy reinforcements. Oh yes, one important thing. The 30th Guards Tank Brigade has now been renamed the 7th Tank Corps. And what else I wanted to show you? I forgot. I forgot. Sorry, I'm getting old. Yes. Anyway, so if we now have a look at the turn summary, we have 24,000 losses, 132,000 men received on the map, of which almost 40,000 coming from the theater boxes, and 128,000 coming from the, I would say, the general pool. The Axis has now has received almost 40,000 men in total, and if you now have a look at the losses, I think there shouldn't be. Okay. Why is there a minus 1156? Does this mean that the Axis received 1156 men from the disabled pool? That's the only most logical explanation that I can provide. I've never seen a negative number in the man disabled. I think this means that really, because the Axis lost so few men, it's very likely that 1156 men, let's say, went back from the disabled pool to the able pool. That's interesting. And they got 182 million versus 4.8 million men lost. Yeah, it's okay. If we have a look at the pool now, yeah, I got 1.5 and 1.3. So, okay, I mean, it's going up. It's going up. Yeah, okay, it's going up. And if you look at the map, oh, nice! It's almost at the level of the pre-February crisis, in which I lost all of the cavalry corps. Anyway, events, we have the rough raids, 1942, the excess garrison in Western Europe, and the Soviet partisans. If I now have a look at the units, so today is turn 43. So next turn I have to, so this turn I have to bring the 162nd, and I saw that in the reserves I do have also some exactly these three. Lovely. Lovely. No, I need the Tank Corps. Why is this the 54th Tank Division, huh? The 5th? Do I have a tank division in 1942? Oh, come on, this can't be real. Sorry, I'm just... Let's say 54. Oh. Oh, when it's depleted. Oh, I see. And it becomes the 25th Guards Tank Brigade in December. Okay, well, you know what, my friends? It's time to bring the 54th Tank Division to the map. Where is it? Oh god, there are so many tank units here. So I think this is why knowing how to use the commander's report is really useful, because if I had to pick and find the 54th Tank Division, I'm gonna go insane. Like, I can spot the double X, but no, my eyes are now... I'm eyeballing left and right, but I'm not seeing it. I see the Tank Corps. Where the hell is the... I'm getting old, and I'm wearing glasses already. God. Okay, I can't find it. Okay, then let's move these guys over here on the map. And we also have the 162nd. So let's do it. Perfect. On the map. That's it. Okay, so that's all for now. That's all for this brief introduction. And so the idea now is to move the mountain rifle divisions in Crimea. I think I do have enough command capacity for, yeah, kind of. I think I might move the 47th Army in this area as well. Yes, yeah, why not? You know what? Yeah, why not? And yeah, alright folks, that's all for this introduction, and as always the time has come to jump now straight into the episode. Alright folks, so turn 43, it's the mud season, I would say the spring mud season, and what can I say, besides playing around with the Red Army and preparing my Crimean offensive and also my secret other offensive. I would say there is really nothing else that needs to be commented. Yeah, and because there is nothing to say about me moving and shuffling units around here and there. Okay, yeah, I need to move the mountain units in the Caucasus, and I need to reinforce the southwestern front, and so on and so forth. So yeah, I would say really enjoy the episode, folks. I'm really speechless today. Well, and as always, thanks a lot for watching. Thank you very much for supporting the channel. I know maybe you were expecting something more from me, but yeah, I'm sorry. I really don't know what to say besides reorganizing my front lines and my field armies. So yeah, folks, stay safe, stay healthy, and well, I'll see you all again in the next episode.